welcome to Reality Tea Times 2, the podcast where we discuss all the trash reality TV we love to hate. I am Tanika, and today we are going to be discussing Love is Blind UK. We're going to be doing episodes 3 and 4 in this episode, and we are going to be doing that with Ava. So again, there's not going to be any hot goss, not going to be any ads, nothing. We're just going to go straight into the episode. So we're going to transition into that now. Okay, so here we are talking Love is Blind UK. We're going to go through episodes 3 and 4. So let's get into it. Hopefully, now hopefully the audio is going to be seamless, but just in case it's not, I'm having internet issues on my end. So there might be some cutting outs. There might be some not flowing moments. We're going to pray and hope for the best. Rogers is fucking me. So that's what's happening. And it's not a good way. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into episode 3. Again, there's not much to really we need to kind of go through in the first couple of episodes, but did you notice that everyone goes to the gym, everyone's a boxer, and everyone has daddy issues?
Yeah.
Like everybody.
It kind of seems to be a theme.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Like what's going on with that? It's not doing their shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Also, was I the only one who thought, okay, so Catherine and Freddie, was I the only one who possibly thought these two are related? Because they're both like, oh, my middle name is Mary. I'm named after my grandma. Oh, my grandma's name is Mary. What's your grandpa's name? Bill? Oh, shit, so's mine. I'm like, are you guys related? Did they vet properly? Because
that was very interesting to say the least.
Very weird.
Yeah, that was very weird. Like, what are the options?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, fuck potentially dating someone who's in the pods as well. You might be dating someone you might be related to in the pods. I mean, it's weird.
Exactly.
Anyway, so we kind of leave off here with Benaya talking to Nicole about Sam's intentions. Now, if you just to jog Ava's memory here, just in case she doesn't remember.
Oh, I remember this part. This one I remember.
This is the part like where he's freaking out because she made the, oh, you may not be able to pick me up, like the shake comment, basically.
Right. Yeah.
So this kind of like kind of pushed him to be like, I don't think like he's in it for the right reasons. So that's kind of where we leave off. And he's like, I kind of question his reasons for being here. Maybe he's looking for fame, not necessarily love. And he's like, I feel like such an asshole telling you this. Do you think Sam is here for fame? Or maybe, if not necessarily fame, just not necessarily here for the right reason necessarily?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's very just like surface level. Like he's not even trying. He's just like recycling information that he's sharing with these women. There's nothing on like a personal level. Like he's not getting deep with them. He's just kind of really self-centered into himself.
He's definitely self-centered.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get anything from him that's serious. He's like, I'm just a guy who just wants to love a girl. Like, which movie is that from? Because I'm sure I've heard it.
Sure it's from. I'm pretty sure he also says another line at some point, or if he already did, where it felt like a movie.
Yeah, exactly. He's not serious for those reasons. I don't know. I just don't get anything from him. No, there's no depth. There's nothing. It's like this is all a game to him. Like he just wants to be on TV.
And just kind of feeling like the Matthew of it all too. Like you remember Matthew from the last season?
Yeah.
It kind of feels like that. He was
that
talking
black girl, right? What's her name?
Oh fuck.
Wow. Oh, this sucks. Brain.
No,
Malfunction.
that's not right.
I was
Fuck. Fuck. She went by a nickname too, I think, as well. Like she didn't go by her full name.
DK, like a DK, BK, like a
Keep doing that because that's gonna help.
DQ,
DQ.
BK, have it your way. Okay.
SK. SK. No,
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 that
no,
guy.
no, that's not SK. Fuck. What's her name?
No, we're gonna get it because this
Oh,
is this is
fuck. Well, who was she with?
AD,
AD.
all
AD.
day. AD all day.
All day. And she was with
Yeah.
fucking Clay. AD all day.
Yeah.
She was with Clay. Yes. So
Wow.
yeah, he was
That
talking to
hurts.
her and
That
he was
hurts.
Amber
It's
was her
okay.
name. I think
Yes.
Amber was her full name.
Yes.
And she went by AD.
Amber Desiree.
Amber Desiree. They
Look at us.
pulling shit out of her ass, man.
Wow.
Oh
Hey.
man. And he was also talking to another chick as well. But it was like it was the same vibe as that, where
Yeah.
he's like when Jasmine doesn't work out for him,
Hmm.
he is like, well, I still have the other girl, beggars can't be choosers. And it's just like, beggars can't
Yeah.
be choosers?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Anyway, so Benaiah walks back in and Sam sees him. And obviously, Sam knows he was with Nicole.
Hmm.
And he's like, so how was your date? No,
Yeah.
none, yeah. That's how the date was. Like,
Yeah.
but he says it was good. He's like, yeah, that's not what I wanted to hear. I didn't want to hear it was good. He wants to hear it was horrible. It crashed and it burned. That's what he
Yeah.
wants to hear.
Yeah.
Um, so Nicole's now feeling confused. And you're like, okay, I don't care how confused you may or may not be. If you're hearing even a sliver that somebody might not be here for the right intentions,
Hmm.
don't pull the Hannah Brown. Don't pull the AD.
Yeah.
You need to walk away and cut your losses right
Yeah.
there and then. So we're gonna see how this turns out. But it's just, I'm like, don't be that, it's not worth it being that confused. But I think the reason she's so confused is that Benaiah is such a nomadic guy
Yeah, he's
and
kind of a free spirit. He
very
doesn't
free
have
spirited.
exact dates and timelines where he want things in his life to happen.
No.
Like if you ask him where do you see yourself in 5 years, he'd be like, I don't even know
Do
about
what I'm doing?
tomorrow. You know?
Yeah.
He's one of those. And for her, it's kind of like, okay, that's, not necessarily okay. But I think also he wasn't really so expressive in his maybe love for her, like right away,
Yeah.
how she wanted it, maybe.
Yeah.
And I mean, she has to also understand, right? She seems like a smart girl. So it's also understandable that, like, it's gonna take more than that for some people. Maybe you already love him, but maybe he's not quite there yet and able to express it. Maybe he is, but not able to express it. But
Right.
like all the good, their conversations, everything made sense. They were clicking. They seemed to be able to work out their lifestyles. She seems to be interested in traveling just like he is. They talk
Hmm.
about what, like mind, body, spirit, whatever the hell they were talking about. Or is that somebody else?
Meditation. Well, yeah,
Meditation,
there was other
right?
people too that talked about meditation, but they were also talking like,
Yeah.
live cleanly, living off the grid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they seem to click and have like the same values and what they want out of life, their thirst for life and nature and whatever. So it's like, how do you push all of that aside just because he didn't tell you in that moment, hey, I'm gonna choose you or I love you or whatever she was looking for in that moment. And then you double back to somebody else who you weren't really feeling like that.
Yeah. You take a hard left to
Yeah.
the other guy who is telling you everything you want to hear, but sometimes that's not enough. And like to kind of add on to what you were saying, like you said, like she seems like a smart person. Sometimes a smart intellectual person in their job, in life, sometimes
Yeah.
those people that can give you good advice, but then they don't follow their own advice. They
Right.
don't, they're not necessarily smart in relationships or love because they, kind of like Darcy, they lead with their heart. They love love. Like that's kind of, and it's okay to have all of that, but you have to have smarts, especially in this scenario.
Exactly. Like, to put it plainly, some people are book smarts and then some people are street smarts. And, like she's probably more.
Well,
Anyways, how old is she?
uh,
I
um,
was thinking maybe her age could play a factor. Maybe she's just so
well,
desperate, but like maybe she just wants to
yeah.
in her life too. So,
I think the oldest person there is Tom and he's 38.
yeah,
So I think the youngest is, I think, Jasmine, and she's 29. So she's somewhere in there. Yeah, they're much older, of which okay, wait, I actually didn't
I
even
love it.
love it
It
because
makes sense
the
to me.
stakes are
When they,
higher.
yeah, when
Yeah.
they, so like, when they have all these like hot 20 something, like early 20s,
Yeah.
really,
There's
just
no
gonna
fucking
crash
way.
and burn. Yeah.
I don't understand how Milton and Lydia, or whatever the fuck her name was, are still
Yeah.
together when he's like 24.
Ugh,
You
I
know,
don't know. I don't know. I don't know
different
about them.
places, different lives. My guy's still in school. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm not saying that's an issue, but I'm just trying to say, like, it's one thing if you're still in school, but like in your mid, late 20s, you're still
Mhm.
in school and in your early 20s, which makes sense. So it's just, I don't know, but I feel I can relate to these people more because I am in that age range and I can get all of that.
Yeah.
So let's take a break from them for a minute and let's talk about Tom. So Tom doesn't want, which is, good on his part, I guess. He doesn't particularly want a stay-at-home mom or, his wife to stay at home with kids and whatnot. He wants this woman to go out there and work and which is great on one hand that you don't want your woman to take on those traditional roles.
Mhm.
But on the other hand, too, if she wants to stay home, like just kind of support her in whatever she wants to do, kind of thing, if it comes to kids. Um, And because she says, like, I do want to stay home with my kids for at least the first, year or two of their lives, which I think, like, again, I don't know what their mat leave situation looks like in England or in the UK. I know the States is pitiful.
Yeah.
Um, like we're pretty lucky here in this country, we get a year, or you can get 18 months, which is a newer thing, but I mean, it's pretty typical, I guess, if you are able to stay at least home for the 1 year, that's what you would do during a mat leave. But I just don't know what the mat leave looks like in England. Um, so yeah,
I mean, if you're taking a year or two to raise your kids, I think there can be some compromise there.
yeah,
He
that's
doesn't have
reasonable.
to shut the whole thing down like, oh, you're trying to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, no, I'm not into that. Like, that's a bit,
Yeah, 1 to 2 years, that's reasonable.
yeah.
And she's like, I just don't want to miss the things that would
Yeah.
happen while a child is, growing and developing. And he says, but I don't want to miss those things either. And it's like, no, obviously you don't want to miss those things either. It's not like a give or take. Like there can be compromise with that, But again, it all matters. It all depends on whatever the requirements are or the rules are for maternity leave or maternity or paternity in England. Um, so she does ask, do you have any other connections? Because she says, like, I'm all in this. She says, like, you're my number one. And she's like, what about you? And he's like, well, you see, I don't really have a number one. But I think he has two different connections. He has Natasha
And
and
Marie.
Maria.
Mm,
And I think Maria is who he was talking to here. So
mm,
um, so he's like, I don't really have a number one. He
mm.
just,
He strikes me as like a slow guy, like a
yeah,
slow moving, slow pace, takes his time, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but he could be like
no,
a thinker and like, not
yeah,
wanting to make like wrong choices or whatever. Like nobody wants to make a wrong choice, but like he seems to take his time.
which is fine.
with things, you know. Yeah,
I
he's
feel like a lot of the guys, especially, have definitely, or not even just the guys, I think maybe all of them, depending on the situation, kind of really taken their time and not like jumped to making a decision about who they want to be with or whatever. Like, not like with the States where you kind of have like, I don't know, trying to think of somebody. Izzy just kind of cutting everybody off. Like by
yeah,
day two, being like, nope, nope, I'm gonna stick with her. And
yeah.
that didn't work out for him. So
Got
yeah.
it.
Well, okay. So we have another reveal. So yes, Bobby and Jasmine have matched. So it's Bobby and Jasmine. They like each
Is
other.
it me or does Bobby look like smart guy grown up? No, he's a smart
He's a
guy,
star. I was trying to figure out what he looked like.
right?
That is who he looks like. Oh my
He is
God.
smart guy.
He looks like, what was his name again? What's his first name?
Taj,
I know he's a
Taj,
Maori brother, but what's his
it's
first name?
Taj. It's not.
Taj. I think so. He's
I feel like
hot
it's.
now though. He don't look like that.
Oh yeah.
He's hot, yeah. Oh yeah,
Ooh.
he's hot.
Okay, smart
Yeah.
guy.
I
Okay.
mean, that family's gorgeous family, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. But yes, he does look
So
like
now
smart
can we
guy
see smart guy? Smart guy
when
and
he
Justin.
smart guy. Fuck. Oh, that was funny. Um, so yeah, then we have Catherine and Freddie, and he tells her that he loves her and she loves him. Yay. I don't know if this is the part where they get engagement. That might not have happened yet. But anyways, so we got Ollie and we got Demi. And she tells him that, I can't, like, she feels she can't be able to fully connect with him emotionally, or she has like a fear that she's something that she needs to tell him. And I think this is kind of something that's kind of a block for her at the moment because she doesn't know how he's going to take it. But she does tell him, she's like, I want to be a mom. I want to be, I want to be a parent, but I can't conceive naturally. And she explains that she has endometriosis. And she's obviously very emotional. She's worried that he's going to basically be like, I'm out because I can't have kids because it's clearly something she's dealt with before. I got very emotional listening to this. I don't have endometriosis, but I have PCOS. So it's got very emotional. Like hearing her kind of go through this. And she just feels like she's not enough. And I think that was the thing that definitely got me. Even though like you probably are someone internalizing something like that. Um, whether that's just you saying this to yourself or maybe her exes have been assholes and said stuff like this to her, whatever. This is how she feels. And he tells her, you are enough. And he basically says, listen, if we can't have kids, then we can't have kids. That doesn't mean that I'm going to leave you because we can't have kids. And I thought that was perfect. Perfect response from him.
Yeah.
Um,
Whether or not he means it is another thing.
that's
Because
true.
when shit gets tough, some people
Yeah.
they backpedal and then
And
they find out what it really means to have when a woman says that this is what they're going through and then they have and then a man could switch up on them. Just saying, like, everything sounds
yeah,
all nice now. Yeah, I love you forever, but you know, there is a camera watching them and recording them,
that's true.
and this is being aired, and
He doesn't probably want to look like a bad guy. That's as
exactly.
well. So that's part of it.
Exactly. I mean,
Because I
they'll
mean,
probably take the relationship as far as they're willing to take it, and then, you know, he'll get to
the
thinking really about what's endometriosis, and then it's gonna be the root cause. He won't say it is, but it's gonna be the root cause of why maybe they don't make it, right?
yeah, and again, like the
Me.
realities of trying to get pregnant when you have an issue, it's it's tedious. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
Yeah.
And
Definitely make or break a couple for sure. I could see
yeah,
it. That and finances is up there,
yeah.
That, yeah.
And it's not going to be an easy feat. It's not impossible,
It's not.
but with endometriosis, like, uh,
I do my is she considered my sister-in-law? Anyways, my man's
okay.
brother's wife. No, my man's brother's wife, because I don't know, I'm not good with family tree. But my man's brother's wife has endometriosis and she has 3 kids naturally.
Yeah, no, it's not impossible.
It's
It
not
definitely
impossible.
can happen. Um,
Yeah.
it's just, it just means it's going to be harder. Your
Yeah.
body may not be able to carry to term,
Yeah.
it's not like it can't happen. It can. I
Yeah.
knew a person that I used to work with who also had endometriosis and she had one kid. She didn't have
Yeah.
another one. She ended up getting a hysterectomy, so it was what it was, but it's
Yeah.
not impossible.
Yeah.
It's just really difficult.
Yeah.
So, um, but then we have Jasmine and Nicole, and they're talking. And she's basically Jasmine is telling Nicole, listen, I had a connection or whatever you want to call a connection with Sam, and I felt like he was telling me everything I wanted to hear. I personally think your best bet is Benaya. I mean, she could go with either, like none of them. This,
Mm.
call the whole thing off type situation.
Yeah.
But if you were to pick one or the other, then, Benaya might be the better choice.
Yeah. I think people
And
want, like, some people, when they have genuine intentions and they come on shows like this, they want it to work for them so bad. They want this to
yeah,
be magic fix for their lives. They're gonna find their person. This is it. I feel like she's one of those people that she's like, here I have a bad apple, and then here I have a good one. And it's like the choice is obvious, but she's like, she's not getting what she wants from the good apple. So she'll see if she can work with the bad apple instead of, like you said, calling it quits and just walking
yeah.
away from the experience. Like, I
Sometimes
don't
that bad apple could be sweet and juicy and gets the
exactly.
the stuff done. Sometimes that bad apple have no taste and it just tastes like bleh when you bite
Yeah,
into it. You know those
yeah,
ones? You know
yeah,
those ones when it's like the skin look all nice and everything looks good and then you bite into it, it's like, ooh, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Like that.
Exactly. And how do you spell that? Yeah. No, for real.
How do we do the transcript for that one?
I totally get what you're saying. It's I don't know. And she's getting this advice from somebody who's a mental health
Oh,
professional,
that's
like,
right.
right? So
Right.
like I would take her word because she assessed
Yeah.
people, right? On probably at her job. Like I
She is probably one of the only people who work in like some form of psychology
yeah,
that has actually gotten it right. 'Cause
exactly. That I
do
don't
you
know.
remember the chick from Love in Paradise who was with the Italian guy, the black girl, and she was a
Yeah, yeah,
family
yeah, yeah.
therapist?
Yes,
She may
yes.
be good at her job, but she sucked in
Yeah,
relationships.
yeah, yeah,
That's all we gotta
yeah.
say. Yeah.
God. Oh gosh.
I
Didn't
mean,
remember. Okay.
I
Yeah.
just maybe you could just beat the threesome out of him. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Become of
Yeah.
God. It's fine. Anyway, she basically says to her, listen, he's been telling me from day 2 that I was the one for him. And
Yeah.
then how quickly he does the switch up to you because it didn't work out with Jasmine. He was always
Yeah.
if he got his way, he would have picked Jasmine.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But she said, but you still gotta make the best decision for you. And if you think Sam's the best decision for you, then I guess go for it.
Yeah.
So we take a break from them. We got Tom. He says he loves that, Natasha's goofy laugh, which I didn't. Did you hear Natasha's laugh? I didn't. I'm like, can you
I don't
stop?
remember it.
It was it was bad.
She had a lot.
Oh, she had a bad one.
Oh.
It kind of, I probably not even doing it correctly, but she kind of sounded like, eh. And I was like,
Oh, really?
it was
I didn't even
bad.
put that in, to be
It was
honest.
not great. It was not good. By the like the fifth one, I'm like, girl, Um, but he seems to have a deeper connection with Maria, so we'll see how that goes. Then we got Freddie and Catherine. He proposes. She says yes. Move on to the next. I
We still
li-
gonna talk about Brittany and
they're
Catherine?
they're fine. I like them. They're fine. I guess when he gets well, they're fine. I like them. It's okay. They're okay.
You
Okay.
didn't think it was weird that when Catherine and Ollie went their separate ways, how she tried to make it seem like she broke it off with him? You didn't peep that?
Well,
No, he
so
came in there
he came
with
in.
his
They both
mind
came
made
in with
up,
the intention of
with the
breaking it
intention of
off with
letting her
the
down.
yes.
But then
Here's what I'll
she
say.
like
Yeah,
make it
no.
no. I
She
was
she
like,
beat him to the
girl,
punch. But here's what I'll say. At
but he
least
was
she had
grateful. He let her have that moment because
oh
he didn't care
yeah.
to. He was definitely graceful,
At least she had the insight to know it wasn't going to be her because
right?
I was questioning whether or not she'd be able to let it go if it wasn't going to be her. But
But
she
she
was
also
able to,
made it seem like, she'll step back and let Demi have him because she doesn't, want the
she,
drama or want whatever.
she played a bit of a martyr to kind of
Yeah,
make it look like, I'm going to step back and
yeah.
let her have this.
No,
Because I have Freddie, so it's fine. But it's I'm not necessarily questioning that she had a connection with Freddie. I think she does, but it's she definitely, I think again, if it worked out the way she wanted it to, she would have been with Ollie. I mean, I would have been with Ollie too. I mean, Ollie thought. Anyway, the
telling you this season,
guys
you can't
are,
even bring in the heat. Like even the ones that are like obviously hot, like they're pretty hot.
yeah, like
I don't know. Man.
the one that's with the Irish girl. Ooh,
Yeah.
he's hot.
Like I'm
Freddie
surprised.
is
I'm like,
hot.
that's how UK's moving over there. Like I
Like
might take a trip just to see
even,
sightsee.
e- I mean, Ollie, he kind of reminds me like how he talks too. He kind of reminds me of a podcast that I listen to. Um, it's good. I think it's called Shits and Gigs, and it's a British podcast. I'm gonna say this when we're done this podcast. You need to search Shits and Gigs. I need to look up what these guys look like, cause girl,
Oh,
flying as hell. They're
really?
so hot. They're black guys. They're gorgeous. Like the one guy's like darker skinned, and then the other guy's a light skinned guy. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's just
Oh wow.
they move different
Okay.
in
Okay.
England
I
with these men. Okay.
I need to get my Google on. Yeah, for
Oh,
sure. What do you think about Ollie saying he looks like Craig David? Is it
he
Craig?
does look like Craig David. I searched it up. I didn't know
Like
who the
low
fuck Craig
key.
David was, but I
He's a
searched.
singer, right? Like
He's a
I remember
singer.
he did a 1-2 song
Yeah, it's a
that was
song.
bumping over here. Like it was jumping like 2000s, I think.
Yeah, he does look like him because I'm like, I don't know who that is, and I searched him up. I'm like,
But
I see it.
but when he said it, I was like, please don't, please don't, please don't, because that girl with the Megan Fox situation, Chelsea, that did
Bad.
not work out. Let's not do it again. She got dragged. Okay, let's not. So when
Chelsea,
he said
honey
Craig
bunny,
David,
you don't look. When
I
she
looked him up.
said that, when she looked like
Yeah,
Megan Fox, I'm like, what? Where?
yeah. Ooh, ooh,
Where is she at? Because I don't. Who's gonna
yeah,
lie to you?
yeah. Poor girl.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I don't know. But this guy does look like him, so it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah. It's all good.
Um. So yeah, now we're kind of figuring out now who Nicole is going to be picking. Okay.
Mhm.
And she's like, like she feels a deeper connection with Sam. This is the person that she goes into the pod with because she wanted to go and talk to the person she has the deepest connection with. Why, since the triangle with Chelsea and what's his face, Trevor and who'd you pick? Johnny, Jacob,
Whatever. We know who.
Alec,
Oh, yeah. Frank.
whatever the guy who needs an EpiPen. I don't know his name.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever his name is. Why? This is the same thing she did. She went to EpiPen
Yeah.
first and then went to Trevor. And it's like, why wouldn't you let the guy that you don't want to be with down first and then you can celebrate with the person you're picking?
Yeah.
And just like that situation, I mean, it never, she shouldn't have picked Trevor either. But
Yeah.
just like that situation, that didn't work out either. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
So, so
Yeah.
yeah, she goes and she sees Sam and she says, she has a couple of questions. She wants to straighten some stuff out. Um, and she's like, "Are you here for love and marriage? Love and marriage,
Love
love
and
and marriage."
go
Um,
together like a horse and
and
carriage.
carriage. This
Wow, we just showed our age. Holy
right?
shit. By the way, I do not watch that show. My mom did.
I did.
I,
I watched
I
that show.
okay. So
My mom watched the show, so I watched it because she was watching it, but I was old enough to remember
okay.
when that show would come on television and the song would
Okay.
come on, and I loved
Okay.
it.
Oh,
I, oh
okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I would watch Three's Company and Golden Girls. That I'll do.
I
Doesn't
love Golden Girls.
yeah, I love
I've actually decided I want to watch Golden Girls. Like I haven't watched it like all the way through. I want to watch Golden Girls, and they
yeah.
have it on Disney Plus, and I'm so happy. And I'm
Oh,
watching, yeah, I'm watching it on Disney Plus. I
plus.
love
Maybe I
it.
can turn it into like some
Oh, I love it. Um, and Three's Company. I mean, I don't know if you watched what you call it,
atypical.
Seeking Sister Wife. And one of the guys, one of the husbands, the black guy, the Davises, he's like, one day I was just watching Three's Company and I saw this guy with two women and I want it to be like that. And I'm like, sir, that is not what
That's
Three's
not,
Company is about.
yeah, that's not what it's about.
You
Wow.
created that one in your head, my guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man. Anyways, he's living the life over there thinking with his three wives, or maybe two. One might have left. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, she asks if you're here for love and marriage, and he says, yes. There's no other reason why I'm here. Because you think asking him the question of whether or not
Exactly.
he's here for the right reasons is he's going to
It's
be
gonna,
like, you know what? No, no, I'm
yeah.
not. I'm
I
not here
came
for the
here with
right
bad
reasons.
intentions. I want to be on TV and yeah. Like, come on.
Like, oh man, I can't. He's just like, I'm going to fight for this. I'm going to fight for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me. Trust me.
Just trust me.
Trust
Just trust
me.
me. And she says, like, I love you. And she's like bawling her eyes out. She says, like, all this. And she's like, no. He says, oh, he
Didn't he
says,
say, I think I love you or something?
no. I don't know if he said, I think I love you. But what he did say to her was, no one has ever loved me before.
Oh,
No one
wow.
has ever loved you before, my guy. No one.
Wow.
That
Wow.
says more about you, though. If that's the case, no one says they've loved you before. That says more about you than it is about them.
Wow.
No one has ever loved me before.
But making it shifting and talking about him instead of acknowledging really what she said and like her feelings and maybe reciprocating that back or something. Just responding in a way that includes her. I don't know. He
Yeah, I
was
don't know.
just talking about himself there. Very interesting.
I was feeling in this moment that he gives me the Matt vibes, but from that same season, he also gives me the vibe that he's gonna kind of end up the way who I call. I know his name's Jeremy. His name is spelled Jeremy, so that's his fucking name, Jeremy. He gives me those vibes of just like he's the kind of guy who, if he could, he would probably end up in a parking lot with Jasmine, and then driving her home, doesn't remember his location is on, and it will gaslight you into saying, but I was here the whole time. That's what's gonna fucking happen.
Yep.
That's this guy.
Yep.
Fuck those guys. Anyway, um, So he proposes and she says yes.
Oh gosh.
I just, I just, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I have the same feeling that I had with AD when she said yes to Clay. I mean, again, Matthew wasn't the better option, but that's what it feels like. It feels so much like AD, where it's like you're picking the wrong guy just because the other one didn't work out for you.
Exactly. Like, and all of a sudden telling this guy that you love him. Like, it's like, is love in the room with us? Because I
No,
don't see it. I never
no,
saw day one that you guys had a connection. Like, I didn't see it.
no. I don't think he's attracted to her. I don't think any of those things. Like, I think like this is just beggars can't be choosers, like he says.
Yeah.
Fuck. I can't with all of this. But yeah, she says yeah, she says that I love you and all that. So then she goes to Benaya and she she tells him or he tells her first that he wants to have a future with her, which I'm not fully I feel like at the last second he decides he wants to have a future with her or he's trying to tell her what she wants to hear. I'm not saying he doesn't potentially see a future with her or wants a future with her. Yeah, it just basically makes me question um his timing on telling her all of this. And what I hated too is kind of like the whole bachelorette situation as well. When you have like you're not picking this person, but you just let them ramble and ramble and ramble and tell you all the nice things that they want to tell you, and like get they even though like you're not picking them, it's like can you just cut him off and say before you
Right.
finish, let me just say I'm picking this fucking guy instead. Like
Exactly.
so yeah, she tells him, you know, Sam has my heart, and she's going with that. And I'm just like, and again, like even
Wow.
like when he finished telling her all of this shit, she's just silent. She doesn't say a damn thing for a long time.
Hmm.
And I was like, girl, are
Yeah.
you there? Hello? Tap, tap, tap. Are you here? Like, what's going on? Oh,
Yeah.
drove me nuts. Anyway, um, and did you notice when Benaya goes back into the men's quarters? It's at that time that Sam reenacts his
Yep.
proposal to
Yep.
Nicole. It's like
Yeah.
he kept, I swear the man kept looking at that door, waiting to see if it would open and
Yep.
waited for him to walk inside that room. And that's when he
Yeah.
decides to start reenacting it. You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Disgusting. Yeah.
Gross.
And that again validates that he's not really there for all the right
No,
reason. He's
no.
putting on a and
And
I
he's
could have
putting
sworn
on a
it
show
was
for
an
Benaya in this
accurate.
case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
It
put my
wasn't
hand up against the glass and I went down on one knee. It's like, no, fuck
it was
you.
yeah. Yeah.
Fuck you. I hate him.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so then we have another reveal with Catherine and Freddie, and they're like, it's you. It's who else is it? I mean, I know you guys don't see each other, but it's just like, it's you. It's you. Okay. Then he gives her the ring, and that's that. Um, and then we kind of see Tom at the end of the episode 3. We see Tom with Natasha, and again, he's acting a little weird, I guess. And he kind of says to her, like, all is good with you. I like our connection. I like you, blah, blah, blah. But, and that's where the episode ends with the but. And it's just,
Yeah.
yeah. So episode 4, this is kind of shorter. There's not a whole lot, but it gets real good at the end, is basically what happens. So with Tom, he says that he doesn't think that he has a romantic connection with her. And
Mhm.
honestly, I don't see a romantic connection with her. I didn't even like he made a comment about he maybe thinks it's more sexual or like lusting. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that
Yeah.
between them.
I thought it was friend zone from the beginning. Like they were talking like they were pals. Like,
Yeah.
no,
And
I
she's
didn't get
shocked
a
by
romantic
it.
vibe. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I don't know why you're shocked by it because I mean again if you're in it I guess but it's just like I just didn't see it at all.
Again, she wants to see what she wants to see, right? Like,
Yeah.
especially when there's a lot riding on it. Like we talked about, maybe she's up there in age, she wants this to work, so she's seeing all these things, right? Like she's built him up, right? And
Yeah.
it's just not there. She's not peeping that. So
No.
too bad for her. But I feel like she's so sweet. She's so nice.
She's very
I want
nice.
yeah, I wanted her to meet someone,
Yeah.
but that's too bad. Definitely
Um
not Tom though. I don't see. Yeah.
no, he thinks that they could definitely have a friendship, but that's about as far as it goes.
Yeah.
So then we have another reveal. This time it's Nicole and Sam. So we're definitely going to talk about this because this was interesting. He thinks that she's gorgeous. He's like, I don't care what anyone else thinks. I think she's gorgeous. And it's like, but
Lord,
we haven't talked
not
about what
I
everybody
don't
else
care
thinks.
what you think.
No one else has talked about what everybody else thinks. And why would you say that? Are you saying that because she's black?
Didn't didn't somebody else on a previous season did that same thing? Like I don't care. It's almost like Chelsea and that guy again. Like like
Chelsea and EpiPen guy?
yeah, Chelsea
Sure.
and EpiPen. Like
Whatever his name
I
is.
feel like he did the same thing. Like
Yeah. But in that
I don't
case,
care what you
obviously
said.
they're the
You're
same
beautiful to
race.
me.
Yeah. But it probably had to do more with that she is she's a little thicker. Chelsea was. I know she's lost weight since the taping, but at the time she was thicker, which is fine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that for him, that's what it was about. For Sam, I think he's saying this because she's black.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I 100% like I felt that. Like with Benaya, I feel like I don't think he cares about race necessarily, maybe how someone looks. Like obviously you have your type, but like I don't think he's kind of the person who leads with his eyes the way like Ollie says. Like he doesn't lead with that. Whereas Sam, I do wonder if he's ever been with any person of color, doesn't matter if black, just any person of color. And I do wonder if maybe family or friends would potentially judge him or if he thinks his friends would judge him for being with a person of color. So I think
Right.
that's what it's about.
Okay.
As I am just putting it out there. I don't know.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking the race thing. I think I'm always, when it's an interracial couple, I'm always like, "Oh, you didn't know she was black." Like, let me see his reaction real quick cuz that's just me. And it was like,
And she doesn't sound like a typical black person, right? She kind of has,
use our slang and our vernaculars
yeah.
and whatever,
Like even like with
So
Ollie, you can tell he's a black man. Like
yeah.
you
But
can tell
even, you
that.
know what? Going back to AD, she presented herself in a different way when she spoke to Clay and when she was talking to Matthew. Because a
That's
lot of the times
true.
I felt like, whoa, who's this? Like, why is
She
she
saw
talking like this? Like,
partnering.
different.
Yeah, it's true though.
Yeah.
And
But this girl was consistent. Like, this is how she talks, like to
yeah,
everybody.
yeah. I think it's
I
just in this case, it was her, whereas AD was changing up because I mean, again, as a black person, you can tell who's black
yeah.
and who's not, and sometimes they throw you off a little bit. Where it's like, oh damn, but it's you know,
Yeah.
you usually can tell. And
Yeah.
yeah, like with Ollie, like you can tell he's a black man. With
Yeah, for sure.
Nicole, you can't always. If I were to close my eyes and listen to her talk, I wouldn't know if she was black or not. Like I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Me either.
So he gives her the ring, and they're kind of awkward with each other. They're
So awkward.
not. It's like what's his face in Arena? It was just very awkward. What was his name?
Very awkward.
Zach. Him.
Oh.
I had to think. I had to say Zach and Bliss in my head, and that's when I got the name.
Oh,
So I say
yes.
Zach and Arena, like doesn't vibe. Um, So he keeps saying, trust me. You should please trust me. And it's like the fact that you have to keep telling her, just
Yeah.
trust me, means she should not trust you.
Yeah. And he didn't compliment her, did he?
No.
She was like, "You're so handsome," and he was like, "Trust me," or like something random,
Yeah.
like,
He says to us, the camera, she's gorgeous, but he doesn't say it to her.
hmm,
But I also don't know if I believe that he thinks that she's gorgeous.
I don't think so.
I think generally speaking, I think he will probably think she's gorgeous, but that's not for him, you know?
I don't even that. I just
Yeah,
think
maybe
he
I'm
said.
giving him too much.
I just think he said whatever.
And when they're leaving, so even though he didn't compliment her, when they're leaving, he says to her, I love you. And she basically says, thank you. That's the equivalent of thank you to say back. She doesn't say shit back. In the moment, he says, like, like, I love her. And the producer's like, did she say it back? Because they know she did not say it back. And he's like, come to think of it, no, I
Yeah.
don't think she did.
But she said it in the pods, did she not?
Yes, but in person
So
she didn't.
how's it that you see his face and then now your love is
They
gone? Girl, get it. Get it together. Because I confusion.
I literally want a person. I mean, technically, Irina was kind of the person who did that, but I want a person when the doors open be like, no,
Yeah. Like
no,
for real. Because it's okay.
it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Like, I
just
don't know.
dip.
Like I would respectfully be like, oh my goodness, wow. You are what did that?
You're you're you. You're
Yeah.
you.
You know those ones? Wow.
Oh man.
Okay.
Um. Yeah, she says in the moment though, she says that she really loved what she saw in the pods, which I don't understand how she does. Okay, so sorry, we had to take a quick break. So yeah, she says that Nicole, um, she had a different feeling in the pods with him, and she's like, I guess we'll just have to see how it goes when we get into the real world. Okay,
Mm, right.
or not even that. You can definitely tell she's like second guessing herself.
Yeah.
So Maria tells Tom that she loves him, and then he proposes, and she says yes. Next, then we got Ollie and Demi. He reads her a letter that he wrote that was very sweet, and then he asks her to marry him, and she says yes. Moving on to the next. We're just gonna go through this because I have nothing to say. We'll talk about the matches at the end.
Yeah.
We got a reveal, and it's with Tom and Maria. They think they are beautiful, and yeah, she
Maria
uh
got lipstick all
she got
up and
lipstick
through
all
her
over
face.
him.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord.
All over him.
He's gonna watch
Wow.
it back and be like, damn, I didn't think it was that bad. Like
I mean, d didn't you have like a lipstick that doesn't transfer?
yeah, I was
You
gonna
know what I
say like a
mean?
matte. Immediately, that's
Oh,
what I thought. I'm like, you're a makeup artist, aren't you, lady?
yes,
Yeah. I
girl.
don't know why I'm remembering people's professions, but I feel like it's
I don't,
important
yeah,
when I'm looking at the matches and how they interact. I don't know why profession's like important to me because it's just like you said with uh the archaeologist and the other one, Lydia and that youngster.
yeah.
That
And then
youngster,
just,
that young fella.
I mean, definitely a youngster in comparison to her. So
Yeah, like they're we would say like I don't get it. I don't get how they match and whatever. But their
yeah,
profession like it was so close like that I could see why there's something there. But anyway,
yeah.
but yeah, like she's a makeup artist. Like, girl, get a matte lipstick. Why would you wear the shiniest, glossiest red lipstick
That
to
then transfers to him.
exactly like
Yeah,
anyways.
I don't know. Um, then we have our last reveal, and that is with Demi and Ollie. Demi's like, listen, I love to eat, girl. Yes, same. And she hopes that he will still find her attractive. But he definitely that's what he sees. Like when they're walking away from each other, the man's looking
Yeah,
back.
you look back at it.
He looked back at it.
Yeah.
He's happy.
Mhm.
So where are we gonna be taking our trip? We're going to Greece, y'all. This is so
Yeah.
much better than the States. We're just going to boring ass Mexico or
Yeah.
Greece.
Because it's
It's
cheap.
closer to England.
Oh.
It's almost same vicinity. So
Yeah.
same fucking continent. So that's fine. Jasmine says that she's usually attracted to bigger guys. So her kind of being with Bobby is a little different. Um, but she says, I'm still attracted to Bobby. Like,
Mhm.
putting it out there.
Yeah. Smart guy thought,
And
yeah.
yeah, um, Nicole and Sam surprised to absolutely no one did not
Yeah.
make it to this retreat. She
Uh,
bowed all the way the fuck out. You maybe should have bowed all the way the fuck out before
yeah.
you said you loved him and wanted to be with him.
Yeah. But I
Anyways,
want to hear more from her though. I want to hear where was the
like, what
when
happened?
yeah, because you left him in the past and then you saw his face and then you no longer left him. So I want to hear
What happened?
what happened, ma'am.
Maybe we'll get answers with
Yeah.
the conversation she's gonna have, which we'll talk about in a second.
Hmm.
Maybe we'll get answers there, but I want answers. I want to know like what the hell happened.
Yeah. Is it just
So
energy? I hate when people just say it's energy. Like, like I get energy to a
I get
degree,
energy
but
to a
I
degree.
need more words
Any yeah.
yeah, I need
Is it
more.
is it that his face doesn't do it for you? What is it?
Right. Is it
Because
because he
it can't be because he may or may not be in it for the right reasons because someone warned you about that and you still decided to be with him. So then what is it? I don't know.
yeah.
So yeah, uh she said she says for her that the ring going on the wrong hand, because I didn't talk about
What's
this,
the
the
sign?
ring went on the wrong hand was a sign that this was not going to work. But a sign for what then happened? What happened? What
Right.
happened that you feel now that that was a sign?
Right.
And I
But
knew
didn't
she was going
she
to take
present
it.
him with that hand? Didn't she
Yeah,
present
that's
him with
on
that hand?
you, girl.
Yeah, and she's also been married before, so bitch, you knew what
You
hand
bet you
it
know what
was.
hand is supposed to be going on.
You knew what hand it was.
But the
So
thing too is like
don't be blaming
that's
it
not
on.
enough for me in a normal
Yeah,
situation that it goes on the wrong hand that it's going to be a
yeah,
failure of the marriage.
yeah. Because
So
I could always
what
say, "Oh, it's nerves.
happened?
You guys both, haven't been in the
Yeah,
situation. You gave him the wrong." That
whatever.
it is what it is.
Some people don't wear wedding rings.
Exactly.
Some cultures it goes on the right hand. I don't
Exactly.
care about that. So
Yeah.
like what is it that happened that
Yeah.
you're not taking that as a sign
Yeah.
that it wasn't going to work? So weird. So we find out that Catherine and Freddie had sex twice.
Woohoo! I would too. Freddie's fine. Freddie fine.
Freddie
I
is
like
fine.
it. Freddie is fine.
Freddie is fine.
But he gives me F-boy vibes. Like I feel like he
Really?
shouldn't be on the show. Yeah, he gives me a little bit. He gives me like he's trying to be a sweet, nice guy and
His
like
love life's been dead.
so innocent, but I feel like some shit might come out with this guy. Like I feel like he's not as sweet as he presents. I don't know.
Maybe.
I have my guard up with him, but he's fine.
Yeah.
You can have a good time with him. Like, yeah.
Stephen and Sabrina have had a physical connection, but we just don't know what that physical connection means. Did y'all fuck?
Hmm.
Did you do everything but?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Yeah.
What it means? Because I'd be having sex with that man. Woo.
Yeah.
Um, so Ollie and Demi have a conversation as for what pineapples, like you know what pineapples are good
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's like, for your skin, what did you think I was gonna say?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
got. I love it.
Um,
Think about her saying that she's always like treated as one of the guys. Like the guys are like, that's the homie, that's the home girl. She's kind of friend zone kind of thing. Do
yeah.
you?
So yeah, like I think he definitely worried about whether or not he was gonna view her the same way that she said that her friends view her as, like one of the guys.
Yeah.
But at least physically, in the sense he's attracted to her. But
Yeah.
again, like you never
I
know.
wonder, like, what is it though that makes her one of the guys? Like, is it the way she
Is it the fact that
talks?
she's a
Is
boxer? That she likes to
yeah, like
box? Like
not like super femme? Like, what is it? Because I
yeah,
don't.
because I'm not
I was
necessarily
thinking,
super
yeah,
femme, and
yeah.
yeah,
She's like, I'm not super feminine. I get dick.
I get one dick. I get one dick. It's fine. I get one. Yeah, just one.
Oh my gosh.
Just in
But
case he's
yeah, like
listening, just one. Um, but I mean, before it was just the one. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So it's yeah, I don't know. But back with Nicole, and I knew this was going to happen. She is going to be having a meeting with Benaya because she needs to
They always double down.
backpedal
Yeah.
because I made a mistake and I gotta fix the wrong. Maybe
Well,
he'll
you know what?
take me back.
This could be a Zach and Bliss situation.
Yeah, I preferred it with Zach and Bliss though.
Yeah. This
Zach and
one,
Bliss was always supposed to be.
to me, she's made such an egregious mistake. I just want her to go away now because she
Yeah,
makes no sense to me.
yeah. No,
I'm over her now.
I'm
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah.
This is not a Zach and Bliss situation. This is not even. This is not an Uche and what was her name again?
Mhm.
Aaliyah
You lost me at
and then
Uche. Oh,
what?
yeah,
Uche.
Uche. Yeah.
Not well, not Lydia. The other chick, Aaliyah. Wasn't Aaliyah the girl that he was talking
Yeah,
to?
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I even understood that more. And I hate Uche.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she started bugging me a little bit too.
Yeah.
I really don't give a shit about this. And I
Yeah.
want Benai to say, I'm gonna go back to
Yeah.
my nomadic lifestyle. You do
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want no.
Yeah. I want him to lay it into
He's
her,
too
be
good
like,
for her.
I tried to warn you and you made a
Yeah.
decision. And
You made your choice. You
yeah.
made your bed.
Right.
So you gotta
Yeah.
lie in it.
How does it
Without
feel to
me.
just think that you were like second choice or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't
That's
wanna
a good
be
feeling. I don't want to, yeah.
I wanna be someone's second choice.
Yeah. And Benign, what's the name? Benign? Benaya.
Benaya.
Oh my God,
Benign.
Benign. Good heavens. Oh my gosh. Benaya.
Benaya.
He's a good looking
He
guy.
is a good looking guy. Even with the
Cute.
Tarzan hair and everything. He is a good looking
Yeah, like
guy.
he's like Tarzan Jesus. Like I like it.
You did this.
No?
Yeah.
Tarzan.
There's not a guy that I don't find. I mean, Bobby's not really my type. But besides that,
Yeah.
there's not a guy that I would not want to have some fun with.
Yeah.
There's
And
not
I was
one.
pleasantly surprised. Like, aren't you pleasantly surprised that this is what UK's
Dishing out.
right?
I mean, even the women are gorgeous, but like the men, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. I was
I'm gonna
pleasantly
have so
surprised. I was
much
like,
fun
damn,
staring at
UK,
these
not
guys.
one of them had like a buck teeth problem, like
No one
nothing.
looks like Hugh Grant that you think
No
all
Hugh
British
Grant.
guys look like.
Yeah, like they just they're hot. I'm loving
I mean,
it.
I had a crush for the longest time on Robert Pattinson. I
Oh
probably
yeah.
still kind of do. Let's be real. I see that man, I just melt.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I fell
All
in
right.
love with that man when I was 14 years old. So,
Oh.
again, you don't watch Harry Potter. So when I saw him on Harry Potter for the first time, I'm like, hello. He made me love that character. And anyone who's a Harry Potter fan knows Cedric Diggory's an asshole. So I'm like, hello, I like you. Yeah, yeah. British
That's
guys are
funny.
hot.
But yeah, the cast is pretty hot. Even
They are.
hotter than the Americans, in my opinion.
There's not a
Yeah,
lot of,
agreed.
there's not a lot, like when I think back to the American one, there's not a lot of the American guys that I'm like, I have to have that.
Yeah,
There is not a lot. Like
yeah,
Brett, maybe. Brett's my type.
yeah.
Well,
Brett.
Brett's my type.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I wasn't into Kwame.
No, good Lord. Why
I
did why?
wasn't I wasn't into SK as the asshole. I wasn't into him either. I think because I also knew he was an asshole. So I listen, I was ahead of everybody on that one. I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, something ain't right with you.
SK I wasn't attracted to right off the bat, but later on because like they just looked so cutesy in the end, and I was like, you
Yeah,
know
they
what?
looked cute
Go on.
together.
He can go on. Yeah, she made him like cuter to me. Like, like it was weird. Like she
Yeah.
made
Izzy
yeah.
was cute too.
And I didn't think is it.
He was cute, but not someone like I would be like jumping for. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
But And again, like not even just that, like, oh my God, even thinking like I don't know if you watched Perfect Match season two, but
Mm.
Kaz, also a British guy, and he can get it.
Yeah,
He's a playboy. That's
yeah.
okay. I don't have to be with you. I just have to have sex with you.
The
It's
other black
different.
guy, right?
He's the other black
Remember?
guy. He's a black guy.
Yeah,
He's with Micah.
he's cute. Yeah.
He's hot. And
What's
he's
he doing with stuff, by the way? Anyway, beggars can be choosers. But anyways,
anyways.
I think he was really cute. The accent,
Yeah.
not gonna lie, the accent does help. You get like
The
an
accent
extra
does help.
2 points there. Like,
I mean, and really any truly any accent.
like if you're an 8 and you have that accent on top, you're a 10 out of
You're
10
10 out of
automatically.
exactly.
It's girl math. Like I'm just saying.
I mean, I might be garbage for saying this, even though Tom from 90 Day Fiance is garbage. Like once he kind of had the glow up and everything, I'm like, okay, okay, right. I wouldn't, I wouldn't. Don't worry, I'm not crazy or anything. He
Yeah.
is garbage, but it's like, okay, at least you're, but then you have the royal family. You're just like, what happened? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of got derailed there. Sorry about
I
that.
mean, Harry is hot. Harry's hot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so technically we have six couples, even though we know what happens with one of those couples. Sam, Nicole, obviously they don't work, so they're out of the race. Sabrina and
Usually it's 5 couples, no?
hmm?
Usually it's like 5 couples, no?
I think the last season that they did, I think we had six, but
Okay.
usually five or six,
Oh, okay.
minimum of five. Sabrina and Steven, do you think they're gonna work?
Yes.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree.
I
Yes,
think so.
I'm gonna record these so we can hold on to them later to see how
Yeah.
right or wrong we are.
Oh, good Lord.
Jasmine and Bobby.
Yes, I'm gonna say yeah. I really want them to. I think they're cute. And I
I'm
think
good.
she's level-headed. And I think, I
She is
don't know.
level-headed. I think it's probably a good chance that they will, but I definitely do worry when she kind of said, usually I'm attracted to a different type. That worried me.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, that's not everything. I feel like
yeah,
she's see. I think she'll,
generally, I'm gonna say yes.
yeah.
Catherine and Freddie.
No. So sorry. So sorry. I can't see it. I can't.
Okay.
Good times though.
Well, they had sex twice. So
Yeah, good times, but I don't think so.
who do you think is gonna say yes or no? Or are you gonna think both of them are gonna say no?
I think he would reject her.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know. I feel like she's a lot. Didn't she cry like 50 fucking times giving
Yeah.
her
Oh my God, your mom, your
statement?
grandmother is married too.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
like
God,
there were no tears and it was like
yeah.
that weird cry. I don't like that shit. I don't like she's a lot. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is a lot.
I don't know. I think that's gonna be a
And I
huge
think
turn.
if she keeps that up, then yes, I
Yeah.
think he could say no.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Just from what I've seen initially. Like I'm just like, no, no, not
But
gonna work.
personally, I think yes, I think she's expert enough that she would say yes.
Yeah.
Their relationship gives me a fuck. Matthew and what was her name? Fuck.
Mm.
You remember the ballerina chick from
Oh yeah.
their relationship gives me that vibes. And
I'm
they're
just
still together.
because why not? But anyways,
Yeah.
just talk Kelsey. But like, yeah, her. Yeah, I remember that.
They gave me their relationship gives me those vibes. And I thought absolutely fucking not. But
Mm.
they proved everybody wrong. They're still together. They just bought their first house like a year ago. So, you
Wow.
know,
Wow.
who
She can
knows?
blink twice if she's in danger. Like, girl, you
Please
still not
blink
believe her.
twice. Because I
I don't.
do think you're in danger, girl.
Yeah.
You's in danger, girl. You really
Yeah.
are. Anyway. Yeah, like we said, Sam and Nicole are out of the race. Tom and Maria.
I don't think so for some reason, but I can't
Can't pinpoint it.
I don't think they're gonna work out. I can't pinpoint it.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just feel like there'll be a disconnect somewhere and they're just not gonna make it. And also he strikes me as really vanilla. I don't know why I want to say that, but there's something in me that just He
No
just strikes me as
one
vanilla.
likes a vanilla baby. No one. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Um I agree with what you're
I
saying.
hope
I
they do though.
can't,
They both
yeah.
not.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
quite pinpoint either what it is that makes me
yeah,
feel that way because I agree with you. I hope for the best. I John Robinson
yeah.
style, I wish you all the
I do
best.
want this couple to prove me wrong though. So whatever
Yes.
I'm feeling, I hope it goes away and I hope they do make it.
Yeah.
But just something just initially is just gonna, I don't know, I feel like they're just gonna crash and burn. Like, yeah, yeah, we'll just leave it there.
And then our last couple, Ollie and Demi.
Ah, boy, again, the same thing. Like them together, but I don't see it. And I'm curious to know why. I feel like I may know why, but like again, with the whole kids thing, maybe they'll talk about that more and then he'll be like, yo, honestly,
Yeah.
don't know about that. Or maybe it's the attraction thing. Maybe he's not low key really attracted to her.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
he did that turn back though. It's a turn back for me though, when it comes to
Yeah,
the at least the physical attraction.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll friend zone her too, just because she planted that in his mind, right? You never know.
Yeah.
Because that could be a thing too. You say something that somebody didn't really see, but then now that's all they see,
That's all they
right?
say. Yeah. Sometimes
So,
you have to lead with less is more.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
And
know.
let someone come to their own conclusions about you.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think I don't think so. Would be nice
I
if it did, but I don't think so.
I am optimistic
Yeah.
with them,
Yeah.
but again, I do worry about uh, if he is actually willing to compromise kids if
Yeah.
she's unable to have kids.
Yeah.
Um, that's the part that worries me because that is definitely a deal breaker for some. Like, look at Steven and Sabrina.
Yeah.
It was potentially going to be a deal breaker for him, but
Yeah.
they talked about it. So,
Yeah.
so it's just, yeah, guess we'll see.
Hmm.
But yeah,
That's the
I'll,
prediction.
I'll record these and we'll see where we're
Yeah.
at the end.
Yes. Again, rooting for Ollie and
Yes.
Demi, but
Rooting for
like,
everybody.
yeah, yeah, everybody fine, girl. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, we could talk forever about how fine these guys are. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah.
I'm
Did
just,
we say that they were fine? Did we leave that out?
did we talk about that? Did we say how hot these guys are? No? You can say again.
Yeah.
So hot. Just, I'm gonna enjoy every minute watching these people. It's just
Yeah.
absolutely
For
gorgeous.
real. I mean, I was already gonna go to the UK to the Chicken Man concert. I love you, chicken. But now,
Why don't we get hot guys like that on
yeah,
the 90 Day UK? Why do we suck with fucking like the Johns
Jamie
and the
and
Jamies of the
yeah,
world?
I'm atrocious. Anyway.
Anyway, although I do think from what I have understood and what you can kind of gather from reading in between the lines, Jamie may not be a looker, but I think he's well endowed.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think that's the gift that God has given him. So there you
Oh,
go.
all right.
Well,
I'm sure he doesn't know what to do with it, so it doesn't even matter.
nah,
Yeah.
I don't need to know whether he does or he doesn't. I'm really good. Yep, I'm really
Oh,
good.
it's funny.
Like the funny thing is, I know you don't listen to a lot podcasts, but 90 Day uh the reality gays when they cover it, they literally are like one of them's like he gives me the vibes that he's the kind of person that's just like hi. And I'm just
Oh
like
no,
dead.
that is
Every,
so true.
every time I hear it, I'm crying because
That
it's
is
so
so
true.
true.
He's
Yeah, he
literally the
does
person who
give
comes up
that.
to you, just like, hi.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Look.
Oh no.
Anyways, we will miss these idiots. Anyway, well, at least we got these guys, so it's good to go.
Yeah,
But yeah, thank you for coming on.
of course.
And of course, for those people who listen to Bachelorette, you can tune in at some point. I don't know when I'm going to actually get it out, but we are going to be recording Bachelorette together and
Yeah.
talking. the most recent episode.
Yes.
And we can also, I guess, talk about who's been announced as the Bachelor. We can talk about that. You don't know?
No?
That's how I've been spoiled. Because I know who the Bachelor is. Yes.
What? Can you text me?
Yes. But I mean, it's already been announced.
When?
But
Did I
it
miss
literally
something?
announced Tuesday, like right after.
But like on TV?
No, it announced in the news.
What? You know
Yep.
I don't read the news.
It's everywhere. It's also on their Instagram. They posted it on their
I don't
Instagram as
follow
well.
them.
Oh, okay. But yeah. Yeah, I know who it is.
Hey, get off this. Text me.
So if you like what you heard, please rate, review the podcast on either Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Also, don't forget that you can also share us with everyone in your life if you really love this. And I do want to read those reviews. I'm definitely getting 5-star ratings, but I want to read those reviews. So send me those reviews and I will read those 4 and 5-star reviews on the podcast. Also, we're on every one of your favorite podcast apps. Every one of them, including you can find us on YouTube at Reality Tea Times 2. If you want to connect with us, you can do so by going to either Facebook or Instagram at Reality Tea Times 2. You can also find us on Twitter, TikTok, Reddit at Reality Tea Times 2 pod. We also have our email, which is at realityteatimes2 at hotmail.com. Definitely want to hear from you guys. And we also have our new website where you can listen to all of these episodes. You can review the podcast on there as well. You can connect with me in any way, all the stuff. It's all there, and you can find me there at www.realityteatimes2, all spelled out, .podpage.io. It's there. And don't forget, I also have my other podcast with my friend Mikkel, Next Week Podcast, where we talk about all kinds of different topics. But you can find us on any of your favorite podcast apps over there as well. Or you can also go to YouTube, and you go to Next Take Podcast, as well as our website, which is solo.to/Next Take Podcast. So yeah, there's that, and that's basically that. And again, don't forget, if all of this information is overwhelming, we do have all of the links, everything in our show notes. But that is it for now, guys. Thanks. Bye.